So that's just how I'm feeling.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And some space here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead now stands at 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Powering his way forward. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Mixon with a first down carry.
87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to John Ross.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now. Mixon trucks over him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Shreds the tackle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Play action. It's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 59 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Third down, Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Caught right side, Davis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Play action. Now it's Allen. Airing one out for Crowder.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked off at the 17. And down inside the 10 at the 9. Well, he went on the move there it started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow steps away. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A final shot before half for Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down 2 on. Back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's brought down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Touchdown, Bills! From a yard out. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no let.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run with Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Allen going to try and keep it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That second down play nets a -4. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Rolling to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
11 mighty.
Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And the Bengals going to live to fight another week.